Hi everyone, this is Katia. Nice to meet you, Katia.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thank you. And I'm with World University's Information Channel, and I found this wonderful lady or girl. I don't know what you would prefer. You would prefer girl, lady?
Whatever works with
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I just want to be appropriate. So she's in IR school,
Yes.
and she's a senior now, and we're gonna ask her a few questions. Of course, I'm at American University, and let's start off. So, would you like please to introduce yourself? What's your major? What's your year? I already said, but
hmm
officially, kind of formally.
Okay. My name is Katia Latau. I'm currently an rising senior here at American University. I'm studying international relations with a focus in U.S. foreign policy, national security, and peace and conflict resolution.
Oh wow, you can do a lot of good things for us.
Hopefully, yes.
Very nice, very nice. And you already said you were disciplined from okay. What would you say about, in general, the standard of education around here, especially in U.S. school, or if you will, this university, American University in Washington, of course we are. So, given like 1 to 10, how would you, in your view, what you would say about the standard of education in general? Is it like 10, 5, 7? What?
I think it varies in which school you
Mm-hmm.
are in. I think if you're in the School of International Service, the one I'm in,
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's a 9 out of 10.
I
We
see.
have professors that are very well versed in within like their research, and we have very good speakers coming in, and also the School of Public Affairs too, like their criminal justice program
Mm-hmm.
and their pre-law program, and especially their poli-sci program is also phenomenal.
Wow, I'm really happy because I keep interviewing different students from different universities. So far, I've heard like 7, 8ish, out of 10. But
hmm
I'm happy to hear, and actually, one other student here said is about 9.
Yes.
So that's really good. Okay, fantastic. So you're pretty satisfied with the standard of education over here.
Yes, I cannot talk for other majors. The majority of people that do attend American University study
Mm-hmm.
international relations, poli-sci. I
Mm-hmm.
can't really talk much for like the School of
Other school,
Education
right?
or communication studies majors. So
Sure, for at least your school, you
yes,
would say that.
yeah. I mean, American University is one of the top programs for IR in the nation.
And makes sense being in Washington, the
Yes.
nation's capital, so international. Okay, I got you. So, what are would you already said, what are the best programs other than, this IR in this university, if you know,
hmm
or would you say something about other schools? They are okay, or they're also great, or some of the schools are really.
I think the School of Kogod has definitely ranked up nationally.
Mhm.
A lot of the professors are also very like well educated and they have a lot of good experiences,
Mhm.
and a lot of my friends had phenomenal like internships.
Very good. So you said IR and what was the other school?
School of Public Affairs,
Public
those are the
affairs.
two, like especially School of International Service, that's like Americans like prized possession here, I guess.
I see. I see. Very good. So so these are two different schools.
hmm
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. So what would you say about scholarships, internships, and other opportunities available here for the students to avail while being while they are student
hmm
around here? There's a lot. There's a little help, financial, etc. Internship.
I think it varies depending how much your family makes. For instance,
Hmm.
when I came into AU, I got a lot more financial aid, and then I got a really good GPA. I got above what I needed to get, and then
Hmm.
my sophomore year came, and they almost completely cut my financial aid. I understand my family's very well off, and we're very fortunate and blessed. But if you do come from a family that does not make as much, a school is definitely lenient with like scholarships. Like a lot of my friends are on scholarships,
Oh wow.
and I think in reference with internships.
Hmm.
There are a lot of internship programs. However, because of the change of administrations, a lot of my friends have lost their internships, and it's become even more competitive now.
Oh,
But in general, there's a lot of like internship opportunities.
available. So you, because it's Washington D.C. or even in the university, you think the internships are available or outside of the university?
The university can definitely help. My
Hmm.
friends and I have utilized
Hmm.
the university.
Okay.
However, I haven't found much help. I mean, other than like fixing your resume, telling you what to wear and how to speak during an interview. The internship process is really like you're on your own, which
Oh,
I
okay.
think applies to any institution.
Any institution. But in around the university, which is like, of course, Washington D.C., so you would be able to find something.
Of course, yeah, whether it's on Capitol Hill, an NGO, consulting company,
I see.
uh, the the private sector.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about the part-time jobs on the campus, off the campus? Is it available? Not really.
It's available, it's competitive to get it because,
Hmm.
I mean, DC is a very expensive
Right.
city to live in. So, like, a lot of the students work in, like, coffee shops on campus, like, the DAV here
Mm-hmm.
or the Bridge.
I
And they
see.
work in the library, the gym. Sometimes or their RAs. It's a little competitive to get it, but
Mm-hmm.
there are definitely student jobs available on campus, and a few of my friends do work off campus, such as
Mm-hmm.
like hostess or I dog sit. So
Okay.
there
Okay.
there are definitely a lot of opportunities available.
So, in other words, you would say the students will have some challenge or not really to financially,
Hmm.
supporting themselves.
I think it depends because I do know some people that have
Mm-hmm.
had to transfer AU because they've increased their tuition.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it really depends on how much your family makes,
I see.
how much scholarships you earn. I mean, it is a private university at the end of the day.
Gotcha.
So I think when applying, you definitely have to take consideration into
Okay.
that.
Okay. Very good. So, in other words, the help is available, but you have to look around, find it, and
Correct. Yeah, you have to look. I mean, there are resources online. You
uh-huh.
can go ask around campus. Definitely competitive, but I think that applies anywhere.
Anyway, right. Right. Makes sense. Okay. Very good. Very good. And what are the requirements for admissions, like TOEFL, GRE, SAT, or anything, essay, or
So
normally?
when I applied, it was right after COVID had happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I went test optional, just getting like the whole SAT process
Mm-hmm.
was, and the ACT process was quite difficult.
Right.
They had, I don't know if American does it still, but we had an option of having an interview. So an admissions officer came to Texas. I had an interview. I toured the campus to show interest. They love demonstrated interest here.
Yes.
I read my Common App essay, and then I had two short question essays to write about and submitted my transcript from high school. The process was quite easy.
Yes.
And if you think AU is the school for me, you can do early decision or you can do early action. It really depends on how you feel.
I see. So, but there's not a officially requirement to have GRE, SAT, GMAT, or
No.
any. Okay.
It's test optional, which I think is wonderful because at least I can say I'm not the best test taker. I'm a writer,
Okay.
love to read.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, test taking is just.
So, is it like writing an essay or something?
It's a short answer essay. It's about 200 words.
I see.
For like, why do you want to be at American University? I remember that was the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second one was like how do you see yourself like.
In 2 years or something.
Correct. Yes, it was like something like that, and then you just had to submit your Common App
Okay.
essay.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So yeah, basically your GPA or your academic achievement in the high school plus your tests over here.
Yeah, and you can also submit a resume as well.
Submit a resume.
Yeah, like what clubs were you affiliated in? If you had any awards, if you're part of any sports.
Right. Right. Gotcha. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Moving on. How is the social life? Any attractions in the area so that students don't get bored around the campus? What do you think about that? Is it pretty good or?
So I think that AU lacks a little bit of what's that word, like campus, like student where people are very proud about where they go to. A lot of people say that this is like the school, the Georgetown Rejects School. However, I personally don't feel like that. I'm very
Okay.
happy to be here.
Hmm.
People are always very busy, and a lot of people are involved with various organizations such as
Right.
Model UN, Mock Trial,
Hmm.
various club sports, Greek life. And in terms of like activities to do, you
Hmm.
can go like hiking to Rock Creek Park. There are embassy events, museums.
Right.
If you're of age, 21, you can go to very nice like fun bars. So
Right.
there's a little bit of everything to do.
Everything.
Yes,
And what would you say? Is it like safe around here or
very safe.
very safe?
Very, very, very safe. In
Oh.
fact, we're next to um, Department of Homeland Security.
Oh wow.
So does crime happen? Yeah, but I would say it's much safer compared to
Hmm.
Catholic,
Hmm.
George Washington University, and
Hmm.
Georgetown.
Oh wow, that's good to know, because many people think of DC as, oh, I don't want to go.
Yeah, I've heard there's quite a bit of crime.
Right, right, right. Okay, so this part of the Washington is not so bad
It's
actually.
very fancy.
Very fun. Okay,
Hmm.
very good, very good. Nice. Um, okay, and you can go in the night around the campus, and you don't have any problem at night, for example.
No, not really. No, I mean,
Okay.
I live off campus, but
Mm-hmm.
I've been here quite late at night, like studying in this building or at
Mm-hmm.
the library, and like heading home, and I've had no
I
issues.
see.
None of my friends and I've had from as far as I know.
I see. Is the tuition so much, or is it, medium? How much is, like, what would you say about the tuition and the cost of living? Is it too much, or is it like in the median, in the middle,
I would say it's
or?
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. I mean, I live at home with my family. I'm barely on any financial aid. I didn't qualify for the scholarships and
Uh-huh.
stuff
Mm-hmm.
because of how much my dad makes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, fortunate enough, but it's still so expensive. I pay
Mm-hmm.
25,000 a semester, so 50,000.
Oh.
And if you live on campus,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be about like 60,000
Oh wow.
a year. I mean, but if you live on campus, they might give you a little bit more financially to help you out with that.
Oh, I see.
And if you get an apartment, apartments are about, I would say on average anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500
Mm-hmm.
per person.
Right, right. Oh wow. So there is kind of a little bit, I would say, cons of living or coming.
Of course, yeah, there's pros and cons. I mean,
Right.
pros are you're in a really nice area of DC. You're in
Mhm.
DC, there's a lot of opportunities. You meet a lot of, I mean, all the speakers here are wonderful.
Right, right.
But the con is that, and there's also public transportation, which AU covers. You don't have to pay for that's part of your tuition,
Oh,
which is really, really nice.
that's very.
We're the only school that does that.
Oh wow,
Mhm.
that's good to know. So.
But it can definitely, I mean, you're in a city.
Hmm.
It is very expensive. However, there are ways to, I think, manage that.
Manage that. Got you, got you. Very good. So, what would you say is that job opportunities after you are done? You think you'll be fantastic, having a lot of opportunities, or maybe excited or not, or maybe you get a job, or so. What do you think in future after you graduate next year?
Ooh, I have mixed emotions about it because
Okay.
of the change of administration. Like I stated earlier, a lot of the jobs in the federal government have been,
Slashed.
yeah,
Yeah.
slashed. And a lot of people who have unfortunately lost their jobs, like
Mhm.
the State Department. However, there's a private sector, NGOs, the Foreign Service.
Right.
So I think that any city that you live in, it's especially in today's economy, it's going to be very competitive.
Come right.
However, I think compared to going to other schools like state schools across the U.S., I think AU gives you that leverage.
I see. I see. So you are like cautiously optimistic, I would say, or you are totally optimistic, or not really optimistic about the future.
I'm optimistic. I think. I mean, I already have work experience done. I go to one of the top international relations schools in the U.S. So
Oh, okay.
I'm very. I think I'll be okay. I think it'll still be difficult,
Gotcha.
but I think I'll manage.
Mostly because of the administration change, I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Absolutely. Yes.
Makes sense. Okay. very well, thank you. And then moving on to next one. Any do's and don'ts, pros and cons? We just talked about one pro con, but for a future student, what would you say that okay, before you come here or after you are here, don't do this and do this. This, it's very important. All right. Is there anything like that?
Absolutely,
Hmm.
yes. So, one thing to do is to definitely research AU's political stance. It's the
Ah,
most far left school in the
oh,
US.
really?
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you're not
Okay.
that left leaning, definitely be concerned because a lot of students aren't very, at least from
Hmm.
my experience, they're not very open to other political views.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
And they can be quite negative towards it. So that's a con. A pro is that everyone here is very polite, very well mannered.
Hmm.
I don't really occur with a lot of drama,
Uh-huh.
but that's a pro. A pro is the campus's location. It's a very nice part of
Right.
DC. You're surrounded by the embassies. There's public transportation. The school is very, very safe.
Hmm.
We have a lot of really good speakers.
Oh, okay.
So I think those
Of
are
course,
pros.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Being in Washington, you will
Yes.
have everybody.
Yes. Con is that it's expensive.
It's expensive,
I mean,
right?
it's a private school,
Yeah.
so it can be very expensive.
So you told me, is it like roughly around a year 60,000 or something?
So I pay. If I'm paying 25,000 a semester. Well, my dad is.
Hmm.
So
Oh
it's a
wow.
lot.
So is it 4 semesters per year or three?
It's 2 semesters.
Hmm.
So one school year is
I see.
divided in half. So you have fall semester and then
Hmm.
you have spring semester.
Oh, okay, the 2 semesters.
Yes.
Thank God it's not 4 semesters.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Okay. All right, very well. Thank you. And the last one is that what would be your message to the new students, future students? Uh, Anything, thinking of anything, whatever we have talked about, or if I missed out, what would be, like for a new guy, new girl coming to this university, especially your school, what you would say, your message personally that, okay, uh, this is my message for you, anything you want to say, and yeah.
I think that if you want to be involved in the government or any public affairs, foreign affairs, definitely come to AU. There's a lot of opportunities. Professors are more than happy to help. If you want a smaller class environment, this is the school for you. I thrive with smaller class environments, and you get to build that relationship with your professor, unlike in large public state schools.
Right.
Um, we are in a fabulous location. A lot of kids here are very focused. They're not. It's not about like partying. We're all about like studying
Mm-hmm.
and going to class. And yeah, if you're more academically focused and you really want to make a difference in this country and in the world, definitely AU is for you. But if you want to have more of a traditional like college experience, then
Mm-hmm.
don't come.
I see, I see.
Yes,
Okay. So did you say this is a public school?
this is a private school.
Private, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a smaller school. We have an undergrad. I think our undergrad is about 8,000, I
Mhm.
believe.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
8,000.
yes.
And the total strength, do you know?
Total students with masters must be 9,000. I'm not too sure.
Roughly, okay.
Yes,
So
or it might be.
under 10,000.
Yes, it's definitely under
I
10,000.
see, I see. Very well, so that was a very good message, I guess. And well, for you, you are going to be senior,
Yes.
and wishing you good luck and really appreciate your time and the valuable information you provided for the future students. And thank you again.
No, thank you so
Right?
much. Really appreciate it.
Sure, thanks.